found a needle and some thread inside my grandmother's old tin. And I thought if I was careful enough, I could sew us back again. Every fight was just a scene that had come loose along the way. Every silence was a tear. I'd learned to stitch by end of day. So I stitched us gently, quietly, in the early morning light, while you slept in the other room like nothing wasn't right. I pulled each broken fiber toward the other, and I tied every knot I knew. And some I just invented out of pride. I tried to fix us with threads that broke, pull them tight across the tear, but they unraveled as I spoke. Some fabrics don't survive the mending, some the needle only splits. I tried to fix us with threads that broke, and watched us come apart in bits. I researched stronger stitching, I bought better thread in town. I learned the names of all the patterns, and I wrote the method down. There's a woman at the fabric store who told me with a smile, the seam's not always where it's split, sometimes it goes a mile. And I wonder now if all my careful work was aimed too small, if I was stitching symptoms while the whole cloth hit the wall. Some repairs require more than hands and patience and a till. Some things need to be rebuilt from scratch, from somewhere deep within. I tried to fix us with threads that broke, pulled them tight across the tear, but they unraveled as I spoke. Some fabrics don't survive the mending, some the needle only splits. I tried to fix us with threads that broke, and watched us come apart in bits. I don't regret the trying. Every thread was real, every stitch was love disguised as something you could feel. But love can't always hold a shape that wants to come undone. Sometimes the bravest thing you do is put the needle down and run. I tried to fix us with threads that broke. Now I carry just the needle and the hope that I'll know better when I next begin to sew. If you've ever tried to save something with everything you had and watched it come apart anyway, this song is for you. Like it if it reached you, subscribe if you want to live inside this music. And in the comments, tell me, what was your thread? What were you trying to hold together? You don't have to say much. Just know this room is made for exactly that.
No bags, no dramatic pause, no long, long look at the room. You grabbed your keys off the hook by the door, the way you always do at noon. Said something about the weather, something light and in between, and walked out into the afternoon like you knew what it would mean. But I stood there in the kitchen with the coffee I just poured, replaying every syllable of what I thought I heard. Because the way you walked across the gravel, something in the gate told me everything was ending without bothering to wait. You walked out like it was just another day, like we were just two people who had both just lost our way. No thunder in your leaving, and no tears along the walk. You walked out like it was nothing, and the silence did the talking. I watched you through the window where the glass made you look small, and I kept expecting you to turn around, but you didn't turn at all. The truck just disappeared behind the ridgeline and the pine, and the coffee I'd been holding had gone cold right next to mine. The worst exits are the quiet ones, the ones that look routine, the ones that hurt you after, in the space between the seams. Because you never got the scene that lets you understand. You just got a Tuesday and your cold cup in your hand. You walked out like it was just another day, like we were just two people who had both just lost our way. No thunder in your leaving, and no tears along the walk. You walked out like it was nothing, and the silence did the talking. They say the loudest love affairs end in fire and in sound, but ours went out like a porch light someone just forgot was on. And I've been darker for it, and I've been more honest too, about the kind of ending that looks like a Tuesday afternoon. You walked out like it was just another day, and I've been relearning ordinary I've always been a night person, like the quiet of the late, like the way the world goes easy and the hours lose their weight. But after you stopped calling and the side grew cool and wide, the night became a territory I could barely cross inside. The hours that I used to spend in your voice or in your warmth just stretched out like a county road with nothing on the north. And I'd lie there in the darkness, counting ceiling tiles and breath, learning how the night gets longer when it fills with someone's exit. The night felt longer after you let go, like someone took the clock apart and let the slow parts grow. I used to love the dark, but now it leans a little much. The night felt longer, and it's been that way since you let us go. I started leaving television on just for the sound, some borrowed laugh track keeping me from going fully down. And somewhere around 3 a.m. I'd finally lose the fight and drift into a shallow sleep that barely touched the night. By morning I'd feel heavy in the specific way you feel when you've rested but not rested, and the rest was less than real. And I'd count the hours back to evening when it'd start again, this long negotiation with the night about where you had been. The night felt longer after you let go, like someone took the clock apart and let the slow parts grow. I used to love the dark, but now it leans a little much. The night felt longer, and it's been that way since you let us go. I've been told it gets easier, and maybe that is true. Maybe the night will shrink back down to something I can move through. But right now, it's enormous, and it's heavy, and it stays. And I'm just trying to make it till the mercy of the haze. The night felt longer after you let go, but I'm still here, still making it to morning. That's enough to know.
This is your moment. Come on, embark on this journey with me. A selection of country songs made for hearts like yours and mine. If you've been here before, feeling every verse we play, and still haven't subscribed, don't let this opportunity slip away. And if you've just arrived, like a stranger passing through, well, you're more than welcome. Yes, we were waiting for you. So leave a like if this feeling makes you feel at home, and subscribe with us and get ready for this journey. You don't have to walk alone. I saw us in a reflection that wasn't mine. Two people in a moment, frozen somewhere back in time. The coffee and the silence and the way love fills a room. I saw us in a window, just a ghost of me and you. I saw us in a reflection that wasn't mine. I was walking past the diner on the south end of town, when the window caught the street light and it all came tumbling down. A couple sitting quiet with their coffee going cold. And I swore that I could see us in the story being told. There was something in the way she leaned her shoulder toward his arm, the same way you used to settle in when the evenings lost their charm. I stood there on the sidewalk while the autumn leaves blew through, watching strangers in a window living something close to me and you. I saw us in a reflection that wasn't mine. Two people in a moment, frozen somewhere back in time. The coffee and the silence and the way love fills a room. I saw us in a window, just a ghost of me and you. I saw us in a reflection that wasn't mine. I should have kept on walking, but my feet forgot the road. That glass held something I had buried underneath a heavy load. The woman laughed at something, and the man reached for her hand. And the whole world held its breath, like it was trying to help me understand that what we had was real, yeah, even if it didn't last.
I've always been a night person, like the quiet of the late, like the way the world goes easy and the hours lose their weight. But after you stopped calling and the side grew cool and wide, the night became a territory I could barely cross inside. The hours that stretched out like a county road with nothing on the north. And I'd lie there in the darkness, counting ceiling tiles and breath, learning how the night gets longer when it fills with someone's exit. The night felt longer after you let go, like someone took the clock apart and let the slow parts grow. I used to love the dark, but now it leans a little much. The night felt longer, and it's been that way since you let us go. I started leaving television on just for the sound, some borrowed laugh track keeping me from going fully down. And somewhere around 3 a.m. I'd finally lose the fight and drift into a shallow sleep that barely touched the night. By morning I'd feel heavy in the specific way you feel when you've rested but not rested, and the rest was less than real. And I'd count the hours back to evening when it'd start again, this long negotiation with the night about where you had been. The night felt longer after you let go, like someone took the clock apart and let the slow parts grow. I used to love the dark, but now it leans a little much. The night felt longer, and it's been that way since you let us go. I've been told it gets easier, and maybe that is true. Maybe the night will shrink back down to something I can move through. But right now, it's enormous, and it's heavy, and it stays. And I'm just trying to make it till the mercy of the haze. The night felt longer after you let go, but I'm still here, still making it to morning. That's enough to know. I drove the road we used to drive on every Sunday afternoon, past the diner and the water tower painted with a crescent moon, past the billboard for the farm store. We would always say we'd stop, but never did, and now I'm stopping. Hands on wheel, feet dropped. I went inside and walked the aisles, expecting something there, some ghost or echo, or a version of the way you used to care. For small things, for the seedlings in the little plastic bins, for the smell of spring in hardware stores, for old and humble things. I lost my way, following where you used to be, driving all lost my way and found out what it costs to let you rinse. I stopped outside the house you grew up in on Millbrook Lane. The garden's overgrown now and the shutters feel the strain, but I could see the window where you said your light would burn, and I stayed too long out front. That's something I should have learned. Some places are just landmarks for the person that you were, and chasing where you were is just a long and aimless blur. I've been navigating backwards, mapping all the ground you've crossed, searching for the living in the territories of the lost. I lost my way, following where you used to be, driving all the roads that were our roads, like you were still with me. Your absence left a map that I've been reading ever since. I lost my way and found out what it costs to let you rinse. There comes a morning when you put the old map down and stop following the exits out of your own town. When you make a new road out of where you actually are, not where you used to be together, and not where you used to scar. I lost my way, following where you used to be. Then I found a different road, and it led back into me. We tell the story to whoever asked how we met, how it all began. We had the early chapters memorized and told them like a plan. The roadside diner in the rain, the way you laughed before we kissed. But there was always this one section that we never seemed to hit. We'd go from, and then the summer came, straight to we're doing fine, and skip the winter where we fought like wolves along the line. We skipped the late nights in the truck with nothing left to say. We skipped the part where I left twice before I chose to stay. We skipped the page where it fell apart. We told the love story, but we hid the harder art. Everyone got the roses and the part where we came through, but nobody heard the page where I nearly lost you. We skipped the page and call that love.
I wonder now if that omission was a kindness or a lie, if keeping the hard part quiet was a way to let it die. Because the page we wouldn't read out loud, it didn't disappear. It just lived inside the telling, like a word you wouldn't hear. And slowly over seasons, the untold chapter grew into something bigger than the story carried us both through. And one day we were halfway through the part that we love most, when the page we always skip flew open and it held us close. We skipped the page where it fell apart. We told the love story, but we hid the harder art. Everyone got the roses and the part where we came through, but nobody heard the page where I nearly lost you. We skipped the page and call that love. Now I think the bravest telling is the one that holds the red, that opens to the hardest page and reads it and reflects, that says this is where we almost broke, and this is how we chose. Because a love worth keeping is a love that no one hides. We skipped the page where it fell apart, but I found it again alone one night, and it still has your heart.
The summer the crops failed and the creek turned to mud. My neighbors lost their rooftops and my uncle lost his blood. And the whole county gathered under tents and government blew. But I just stood there watching like a man with nothing to do. My barn was standing, my fields had held somehow. My children were still healthy and my livestock fed for now. And the guilt of weathering the storm that took so much around kept me silent in my dryness while the others hit the ground. I stayed dry while everything else fell apart, not because I was stronger or had more inside my heart, just the look of where I'm standing on this particular clay. I stayed dry and spent the whole night not knowing what to say. There's a grief that comes from surviving when surviving seems unfair, when your hands are clean and capable and others need repair. I picked up hammers, drove the nails, I gave the things I had, but I couldn't give the feeling that their loss had made me sad. Because my sadness was a borrowed thing, a thin approximated ache, while they were drowning in the real thing, while their real foundations break. And I've been carrying that distance since, the space between the one who watches suffering and the one inside the scene. I stayed dry while everything else fell apart. Not because I was stronger or had more inside my heart. Just the luck of where I'm standing on this particular clay. I stayed dry and spent the whole night not knowing what to say. Maybe the task of those who make it through a storm intact is just to show up every morning with their hands prepared to act. Not to understand the drowning from the standing on the shore, but to lean all the way in and offer everything and more. I stayed dry while everything else fell apart, and I've been trying to earn that mercy with this work inside my heart. We weren't the kind of couple that you notice in a room. No fireworks at the starting and no tragedy for bloom. Just two people fitting quiet like two rivers finding sea, unhurried and unassuming like we had eternity. We built our life in careful hours, laid each board and beam by hand, in a language of small gestures that the outside couldn't understand. A certain kind of breakfast, a specific kind of dark, the way we moved around each other like two hands inside one heart. We built something quiet that broke loud, something you'd never see coming underneath that low-hung cloud. We didn't fight like thunder, didn't love like open fields. We just built something quiet, and the breaking took the years. We built something quiet that broke loud. The first crack came in autumn, and we painted over it with a renovation and a road trip and a newfound wit. And the second came in winter, but we moved the furniture around, and suddenly the gap was just a feature, not a sound. By spring we'd plastered over every fracture we could name, and told ourselves that patching it was mostly all the same as actually addressing what the foundation had become. The quiet we had built became the thing we ran from. We built something quiet that broke loud, something you'd never see coming underneath that low-hung cloud. We didn't fight like thunder, didn't love like open fields. We just built something quiet, and the breaking took the years. We built something quiet that broke loud. There's a kind of ruin that's more beautiful than the thing that stood, that reveals the underneath,
of what two people really could have been or should have said, or might have saved before the end. The loud break showed the quiet love, and both were true, my friend. We built something quiet that broke loud, and in the rubble, everything we never said out loud was finally heard. If you've made it to this last song, thank you truly. You didn't just listen, you felt something. And that means this music did what it was supposed to do. If any of these 15 songs touched something in you, something you thought only you were carrying, subscribe. This channel is built for people like you. Every week, another story, another moment you thought was only yours, until you heard it in a song like this. If you stayed till the end, because staying matters in music, in love, and in life. And in the comments, I just want to know one thing: which song was yours? Which title stopped you? You can just write the number. That's enough. Because I built this for whoever needed Song 15 and Song 01 and everything in between. This is a place for the ones who feel things deeply. You belong here.